How do you get your children to eat meatloaf? See, you heard that you in the background? Sissy doesn't like meatloaf. She used to when she was little. When she got older, she stopped liking meatloaf. He said disgusting. Y'all just wait. Just wait. Me and your daddy are about to make you a meatloaf you will never forget. It's just lunchtime. We're making this for lunch. I don't think I've ever made this kind of meatloaf before. I've made a barbecue meatloaf. Of course, my mama's meatloaf. That's our favorite. Jacob, Tyler, and Jonah still love meatloaf. But Sissy and Manly, nope. They've changed. You've changed, Al. You've changed, Al is from the Andy Griffith Show, y'all. The one where the women prisoners escape and Barney and Floyd. Is it just Barney and Floyd they hold hostage? I think it's just Barney and Floyd, yeah. Anyway, they kept calling, gosh, I can't remember, were they calling Barney Al or Floyd? Anyway, it was funny. So that's why when we say you've changed, Al, we're talking about that episode, which obviously I need to watch again because I can't remember. So since it's lunchtime, I'm not gonna make a really, really big meatloaf. Plus, I've never made this one before, so I don't wanna, make a big one and then everybody not like it. But I'm pretty sure everybody's gonna like this one. It's one of those how can you not like it recipes, but we don't wanna forget those peanut butter banana cookies from the other day. That was one of those, and nobody liked them. But for this one, since it's lunchtime, we're just gonna make one loaf. So let me get my loaf pan. Me and Titus have a really fun thing that we're doing this evening, so we're already getting ready for that too.
Lunchtime.
We got the loaf pan. Now we'll get all the stuff. We need an onion, the ground beef. We don't have to cook on top.
We don't?
No.
We're cooking inside the oven.
We mix it all up and it's gonna go in the oven then for an hour. But it's a bacon cheeseburger meatloaf.
Bacon cheeseburger. I like meatloaf.
Yeah.
I like Fallon's.
Y'all do not ever, if anybody out there liked it, maybe y'all got a good one. But that meatloaf at Cracker Barrel will give you nightmares.
We like ours with crackers.
Crackers, not bread. Yeah, we like it with crackers. Now this is gonna have bread crumbs in it, not loaf, not like soft bread.
Like pick bread apart and put it in there.
Yeah.
You're not gonna be doing that kind of deal.
Some people do, and that's okay. Some people like it with bread.
If you do,
that's fine. Some people, hey,
we salute you.
Paula Deen, this is what Paula Deen does when she makes her meatloaf, or at least the one that I've seen her make before. She puts pieces of loaf bread in the bottom of it to soak up that grease, because you know how when meatloaf's cooking, a lot of grease starts happening. I normally just take it out halfway through and drain some of the grease off, which in a 9x13 that's pretty hard because the whole thing will fall out. But anyway, she puts those pieces of loaf bread in there to soak that up so you don't have to do that. That's a very good idea.
Good idea, yeah.
The kids have been watching Curious George. We're still on summer break. We're not starting back until the 22nd, so I'm actually still waiting on their books and stuff to get here. So we're still summer breaking it around here, which, are we still thinking about doing that other thing?
Yeah.
Brain?
Yeah.
We're still thinking about doing another thing. Maybe tomorrow?
Yeah, or maybe tonight.
Maybe tomorrow or maybe tonight after the other fun thing. Since we have just a little bit left of summer break, we're gonna take the kids to do something.
They want to do something, so I want to do something.
And
everybody wants to do something, so we're gonna go do something.
You know what? I was wrong. We do need to cook something on the oven first.
Do we?
On the stove top, I mean.
What?
Bacon. I almost forgot. Can't forget the bacon.
You gotta have bacon if you're gonna do a bacon cheeseburger meatloaf.
Yeah.
How you want me to cut this onion?
Like a dice, like you were gonna put on a hot dog. That's how we explain our.
Yeah.
How you want these onions? We don't know the fancy terms.
Put it like you're gonna do it like you're gonna do a hot dog onion. Do it like we're gonna eat an apple.
That's the pinto bean scoops right there. When you got pinto beans and cornbread, you just peel this piece of onion off and you scoop up your beans. Okay, so we need ground beef. This is almost 2 pounds. We might not use all this because the recipe actually only says 1.5 pounds. So we'll take a little bit of it off because this loaf pan, it's a little bit smaller than an actual like regular size loaf pan. So we might take a little bit of that off.
This is a lunch deal. Now if we was doing a supper, we would definitely make
a bigger pan, yeah.
But everybody's not here at the moment.
We have ketchup, mustard, bacon, which reminds me I need to start cooking up this bacon real quick. Worcestershire sauce. We're gonna use some of this Back Porch burger blend. You can use any burger seasoning that you like. What's it smell like?
Folks, I'm just not feeling that, baby.
Okay.
Do we got any more?
I don't know, let me see.
I don't think so. Everybody, let's say this. If we can't get the bacon here, we're just gonna switch this from a bacon cheeseburger to a cheeseburger meatloaf. Y'all want me to run to Ingles and get some bacon right quick?
Yes. We said yes. I think we can just do it without bacon. I mean, it's just lunchtime. We can do it without the bacon.
Fuck, we changed our mind.
Yeah.
We just thought, the bacon didn't smell right, so it could have been okay, but we're just not gonna take a chance on it. We're fixing to try to let these kids have a little bit of fun before we go back to school. And last thing we want is someone to be food poisoning. So we're not going to try it.
Okay.
We're just going to go right on with this thing. We're changing it to cheeseburger instead of bacon cheeseburger.
We'll call it back porch burger meatloaf.
That make it sound better. We're going with a back porch
Burger meatloaf.
Burger. That way we can really pump it up. You know what I'm saying? It ain't just like cheeseburger. We're going back porch.
Yeah.
Cinnamon roll.
Sissy had put cinnamon rolls in the oven.
Cheeseburger meatloaf coming your way. Do I need this chopping board here?
No, you're not gonna need that. Now we
Okay.
can go ahead and start mixing up this meatloaf over here. Y'all thought that bacon, it must have been longer than I thought that I
Yeah, we're
had
not gonna
opened that
take a
bacon.
chance on that because I'll be honest with you, these kids are wanting to have a little fun right here and I don't want nobody feeling like they got a tummy ache.
Yeah, we don't want that. We're spraying the loaf pan and then we'll just sit it over to the side. I like this thing, actually, with that powder stuff in it.
You want me to get more of that?
This is his vanilla protein Bobby powder right here. And I told him that I like how it looks in this glass jar and he just...
We're getting it. We're gonna show more of this in this video, everybody.
Okay, so we've got the ground beef in there. We're putting 1 egg.
Fallon makes a great meatloaf, even if it's not a cheeseburger meatloaf. I enjoy her meatloafs. I know that's a lot of meatloaf.
Yeah, it was my mama's recipe, and I don't know where she ever got the recipe from, but she used saltine crackers, not bread.
And I really like it that way.
Now we
I'm
need...
pretty sure my mama uses crackers.
I think
too.
she does, yeah. Now we need a 1/4 cup of ketchup, and we're just gonna eyeball these. Might have been a little more than a 1/4 cup, but it's okay.
We like ketchup.
Right.
We don't care.
A tablespoon.
Now this is where it gets a little different, ain't it? Because
Yeah.
we never put mustard.
No, we never
do
put mustard. Tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce.
You can put a little more Worcestershire if you want to. That stuff's good.
Just a little bit of ground mustard, just a tap, maybe a couple of taps, just like that.
See how she kind of just tapped that thing?
And since this has salt and pepper, did it say it had salt and pepper? Yeah, it's got salt and pepper in it, so we'll just put this instead of,
Salt and pepper.
yeah. And I think I'm gonna go with a couple of tablespoons of this. On the inside of the meatloaf, we're putting mozzarella cheese. We're gonna shred up some cheddar to go on the top, but I don't have enough to go in it and on the top, so we're gonna put a little bit of mozzarella on the inside. Double cheese, back porch. What did we say?
Cheeseburger ultimate meatloaf with cinnamon rolls for dessert, baby.
We're gonna dump this into the loaf pan and then I'll shape it, make it fit just right. Let me just press it down in here. And you know what? I was gonna try that Paula Deen loaf bread thing. Should we still try it? It ain't too late.
Let's take it back out.
Grab me a couple of pieces of bread. We'll try it. We got the meatloaf right here.
Talking about Paula Deen, why don't we just go up there and eat at her restaurant?
Let's do it. Let's do it.
We might do it. Sourdough?
You might have to just break it in half, that other one.
I'm
you know.
gonna see here. Let me cut this.
You can just break it. We ain't fancy.
Mama, I wanna be fancy with this.
I'm about to drop this meatloaf. Now we got it. Now we'll press it down in here. All right, going in 50 to 60 minutes.
This is what Sissy's doing over here. Putting the frosting on these cinnamon rolls. Wild man's coming. Woo! He's already licking his lips, Sissy. Moment has come, everybody.
Yes, and it's smelling good.
It is smelling good.
Now I don't think the bread's doing its job too great because it is looking like I'm still gonna have to drain it a little bit. Or maybe as it sits, the bread will soak it up. Goodness. Here's
But
what we got.
this is smelling delicious.
Smelling really good. Look, you can see the cheese kind of melting out everywhere. See that mozzarella cheese in there melting? Look at that.
Paula, we still having to do this, sweetie.
Yeah. It could be that as it sits, it soaks up, but just to be on the safe side, we're gonna, because we do have cheese in there now that's causing extra, you know.
Right.
stuff.
Goodness.
Right.
Not trouble. The cheese ain't causing
No,
trouble
cheese ain't
in the
causing
neighborhood.
trouble.
We're not gonna send it to live
Bel
with its
Air.
auntie and uncle in Bel Air.
So we'll go ahead and put the ketchup now. Do we want to let the ketchup warm up first and then put the cheese on top, or we want to go
I
ahead
think
and...
just put it all, because it ain't gonna take much. That thing's already hot right there,
Yeah.
and the oven's gonna be good and hot.
And it only has probably about 8 to 10 more minutes and it's done. So we'll go ahead and put our cheese on top here. Y'all look at, isn't that just looking great?
It's gonna be great. You could probably put a little Big Mac sauce on it and have a
We
Big
have some.
Mac meatloaf, baby. What do you think, Mom?
Jonah went ahead and got out the Big Mac sauce, the secret sauce. We have to let it rest for a little while before we cut it so it doesn't fall apart. So it'll just sit here, take a little nap. Let's rest.
How long is it gonna rest, Mom?
Just about.
I just did the little snort. I've been doing that a lot lately in my older years. I have to be careful. I do the little,
Yeah.
when I laugh, it's embarrassing. Somebody crack you up, you be like, oh, that's funny, man. I gotta quit that.
15 minutes or so.
15 minutes?
Yeah.
I think I can take it out now. I think I can take it out right now.
He's wanting to break the rest rule.
Yeah, I ain't gonna rest it, folks. I'm fixing to take it out.
I'm looking for the thermometer just so we can make sure. This is another one of these drawers, y'all, that you might, sometimes you just feel like you want to just dive on in here.
One of these days we're gonna do a clean the drawer with me.
Oh yeah, well we've done them before and you know.
Some people, y'all see some people on the internet that live this world of everything being, I mean, I watched this guy a while back and he was saying how he went and showed all his drawers where he had his watches all in, I mean, it was just like in an unreal kind of order. Socks and everything. And I was like, boy, I'd hate to be that old boy right there. I'd really hate to be that old boy. Things are gonna get out of whack. And that's what's happened here. This drawer is out of whack. Who cares? You know what I'm saying?
I have a little bitty old thermometer thing somewhere.
We don't know. Here,
Oh, here it is.
Mama, here's two of them. But anyway,
I was in the wrong drawer.
we don't care if things get out of whack. When you got
Oh,
kids,
it keeps life interesting, you
and
know.
listen, I was just telling Fallon yesterday about school. You might have this imagination about me that says that I was a perfect student and I did everything right and all the teachers love me. No, the teachers are thinking back on me right now. And actually they're happy that I was there because I kept the classroom very interested.
When he was not in the principal's office.
Yeah.
I think we need to go back in for about 15 more minutes.
Folks, we gotta go back in. Or... Okay, we're going back in, everybody. We are going back in again. 8 more minutes.
Yeah. Let's see
Oh,
what
we
we
better
got.
do something. 160.
Yeah,
We're safe to eat, everybody.
we're ready.
I got our checkerty plate, and I say our checkerty plate because we only got one of these bad boys.
Oh yeah, we just got one checker.
Y'all, we buy stuff in ones. We don't have to have a set. We ain't fancy. There we go, everybody.
That bread, y'all. Yeah, and I think Paula ate some of that one time.
Yeah, she did. That's good. Y'all, it's delicious. I'm not even kidding you. I mean, that thing's great.
The true test. Will Sissy like this meatloaf? Oh my goodness, how did the chickens get on the back porch? Girls, no.
Right along.
Shoo shoo. We don't mind you being here, but we don't want you leaving any deposits. No. How is it, Sissy?
Good.
Good? You like cheeseburger meatloaf?
Likes cheeseburger meatloaf.
We win,
everybody.
Daddy. We win. What do you think, Jonah?
Good.
Do you like regular meatloaf better or that? Regular? He likes regular better. That's okay.
Really good.
I really like regular meatloaf.
I didn't even sit down. I just ate all mine right here.
Yeah, he did.